Test one, two. Test one, two.
Testing 1, 2. Oh.
Cool. Go again.
Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. The warmest of welcomes to you this afternoon from Churchill Reserve in St Albans as NPL Victoria resumes action for round 20 as the St Albans Saints welcome the Dandenong Thunder to Melbourne's northwest. A win for St Albans today would move them out of the bottom two, while the Thunder, on a 5-game unbeaten streak, must be setting their sights on a late season tilt at the top 6. Thanks for joining us for this one. My name is Steve Curtin. Look forward to bringing you all the action in this intriguing matchup on Sunday afternoon football on the NPL Victoria live streams as the players are assembled out on the centre of the park. And the team news going into this match. There's one change for the St Albans Saints, coached by Kruni Razov, and it's an enforced one because Marko Bagaric picked up his 5th yellow card from the 16 games he's played this season, 16 out of 16. He misses his first game today. He's replaced in the starting 11 by Diego Miranda Ciudad Real. And for the Thunder, coached again today, Sam Almazi makes no change to his starting 11 that defeated South Melbourne 4-1 at George Andrews last weekend. So those starting 11s now, we'll run through them for you. In goal for the St Albans Saints is Shane Vidakangas. Across the defence, Joseph Monak, the captain Jordan Wilkes, Diego Ciudad Real, and Chris Dibb. In midfield, Bradley Murray, Yungo Kim, Stefan Baricevic, Jama Boss and Sime Brozia will provide the width, while Jay Hart will lead the line. For the visitors today, Francis Suale continues in goal. The back four, Mercer Mehmedi, Thomas Maricic, Keegan Sheridan, Jamal Ali, Harley Orr, Harry Ashcroft, Josh Mika, providing the width, Noel Bernarda and Ali Suleimani. And up front is Hamish Watson. There's plenty of active fans here that have made the long trip to St Albans this afternoon, eagerly awaiting the kick-off. Both sides in their home strips this afternoon. The substitutes today for the St Albans Saints: Christopher Kousnon, Ivan Razumich, David Sims, Dimitri Paraskos and Jason Aziro. on the bench for the Dandenong Thunder. Giuseppe Marafiotti, Kane Orunje, Mohamed Hussein Ofsky, Muhammad Salimovsky, and Liron Azizi. Our man in the middle today is Lazaros Pantelides, and he's about to get us underway for this first half at Churchill Reserve. It's the home side in their blue and white kit. They're playing from the left to the right of your screen as VIC Kangas gets the ball going forward, but puts it straight into the crowd in the stand there, and earns a Bronx cheer from the red and black army that have gathered underneath the Dynamo stand on that far side that you can see on camera. A lot of drums and flags, plenty of colour and noise as Wilkes knocks that one over the touchline. And Monek got a foot in, but he can only turn it behind for a corner kick. So an early corner for the Thunder. It's going to be taken by their number 5, which is Merson Mehmedi, the left back. It's a danger from the set pieces, as we've seen recently from the Thunder, unbeaten in 5 games. Swings it in to test VIC Kangas, and it just floated over everyone. Mehmedi, he did have the breeze at his back there. There is a breeze that's blowing quite strongly now. We can certainly feel it from our commentary position, and it's blowing from that far side of your picture to the near side here. So the spectators on the terrace have certainly got their wind, the wind in their face, as it were. And the flag's up for offside on the far side. Or from the far side, should I say. Our assistant referees today, Alex Nikolowski and Jackson Landy. Noah Langerak is acting as our 4th official. It'll be VIC Kangas to get us going again. Aimed up towards Watson. Murray. It's Diego's ball inside. This is Murray again. Diego. He's the one player coming into the team this afternoon. Diego Miranda, Ciudad Real. It was Wilkes and Mika going head-to-head there, quite literally. Throw into the Thunder. Mehmedi's throw. Murray trying to control it. Good tackle there by Harley Orr. And get back on the ball again here, Harley Orr. And the Thunder have got 2 players on the ground now, and the foul will be awarded for the second infringement there, which went against, or was suffered by Harley Orr, should I say. Just gets up and pulls his socks up. Really good crowd gathering on the hill on our broadcast side. And a lot of support here for the Thunder, who've made the long trip from Dandenong. Now, Mehmedi standing over this ball. Merson Mehmedi aims it to the back post. It hangs in the air. There's a chance for Watson to shoot on the turn. He didn't get a good grasp of it. Mehmedi's headed back in. Flicked on, and VIC Kangas is favoured to get there first, and he does. And the Saints look to get across the halfway line. Little 1-2 attempted by Hart, combining with Mohamed Boss. Good defence by the Thunder, sees them win the throw. Right in front of the social rooms at Churchill Reserve. Can confirm that the Chivafi rolls are exquisite once again here today. Diego back to VIC Kangas, who clears his lines. It's a strong header there, and the wind just carries it out. Mehmedi's header. Orr's ball forward. We've got a special guest in the stream, Brandon Barnes. Hello to you, watching over in the UK. Actually scored in this fixture back in 2016 when the Thunder won 1-0 against St Albans. As always, we are live and interactive. Leave your comments in the Facebook stream and we'll do our best to give you a shout out during the course of the match. As at the moment, both teams trying to get on top in the midfield battle in this match. Still locked at 0-0 without either team to register an attempt on goal. The Saints gaining a bit of territory, and Diego, the man coming into the side to replace Marco Bagaric, he takes the throw. Murray's touch over the top. Bernarda's header. Mika looks to switch the play. It was well read by Joe Monek, but his touch showed too much of the ball there to Ali Suleimani. It's a real hive of activity here, Churchill Reserve. You can see there's another match going on the far pitch there from some community football in play, while we've got the top flight of Victoria happening right here on the number 1 pitch. Which, I might say, has a very good grass coverage for this time of the year, as we are now in mid-July in the cooler months. Had a lot of rain and heavy traffic, training and matches. Certainly a facility that's looking good. Now, chance from the set piece for the Saints. And it's Monek standing over it. Decent ball in, aimed at the back post. Hard is there, tries to bring it down. It bounced a bit high on him, came off the chest, and he floated it across. Only able to concede a goal kick to the Thunder. But that is the first attack of the game mounted by the Saints, and you can see the pitch is actually quite firm. Jason Hart, not the tallest man out there, but that ball bounced much higher than he expected. Long ball by the Thunder, forward by Baricevic, and it runs all the way through to Francis Suale. He made the highlights reel with a spectacular save last week. He did appear to use part of his face to do so, which made it all the better, according to a lot of the pundits out there who enjoyed that one as much as any other save. And it was some very close range too, so excellent reflexes to keep out the South Melbourne attack on that occasion last week, when it was really a sensational performance by the Thunder. They are so hard to beat now at George Andrews Reserve, and they did a number on South Melbourne, 4-1 in what was a thrilling match of great attacking play by the Dandenong Thunder, who are, as we said, unbeaten in 5 games. Now the throw by Diego, attempted flick on, was by Baricevic, and the ball just hangs in the air. Another chance of Baricevic, and it crosses the touchline. Good battle so far. Neither side able to gain genuine ascendancy. Hart's first time pass, back to Diego. Jordan Wilkes. Baricevic and Diego combine. Ball over to the back post. Chance here for Sime Brozia. And he couldn't get onto that one. Maricic up the field. Maricic, one of the scorers last week. In fact, he opened the scoring on 15 minutes. As the fans on that far side finding voice now. Suleimani on the ball for the Thunder. Floated in, and Watson with the header. It's over the bar. Well, in fact, the cross was from Jamal Ali. It's a decent cross too. Watson's header couldn't be kept down. So you see that wind blowing across the pitch will play its part, and it just held up in the air a little bit higher than Watson was able to leap in order to get his head over the top of that one. And the goal kick clears the touchline without being touched by any outfield player. And the Thunder can get us back underway. Keegan Sheridan. That one's going to run out as well. So it might come down today to who's best in the tight spaces. Not the biggest pitch in NPL Victoria, this one. Churchill Reserve. Does slope this way, at least on this near side. Once you cross the halfway line, there's a chance here for Bernarda. It's been gifted to him. Noel Bernarda, and he just passes that one almost into the near post, but for the right foot of Shane Vitikangas. Well, for Bernarda, we've seen him score goals a lot more difficult than that. Just try and catch that one again on our replay screen. And it was Diego's pass. Didn't have the legs. But lucky for the right foot of Vitikangas to divert that one before Noel Bernarda could add to his tally for the season. Floated in, it's bouncing around the 6-yard box. Vitikangas is jumping on that one again. So a couple of looks now at the St Albans goal for the Thunder. Hart, great first touch, right in front of our commentary position. Switches the play. He's looking for Brozia. And as well cut out by Maricic again there. Harley Orr up the field. Turns it over. Monek on the charge. Beats one. Plays it in. Will the flag go up for offside? It does. Jumma Boss was on the charge down the left-hand side, but a good bit of play by Monek to read the play, intercept it. He and fellow number 11, Ali Suleimani, going head-to-head out there. At left back and right wing respectively. Vitikangas feeds it out to Murray. He was unable to get around his opponent, which was Mercer Mehmedi, but they do win the throw. Diego throw, Hart's touch, not what he was hoping for. Yungo Kim with the touch. Strong tackle and Harley Orr wins out. Ball forward by Mika. Chance now goes across the far post, and it was close again from Hamish Watson. The big New Zealander looking to add to his 3 goals in 7. Well, he came as close as he could get there. Baricevic. Vitikangas. It's the 7-iron. Brad Murray on the chest, brings it down. Yungo Kim lost control of that one. Josh Meeker now. Ball forward by Harry Ashcroft. And the shot on the turn was a decent effort by Josh Meeker. Another one of those players who got on the score sheet last week. It's a long way out. He had space to hit the shot on the turn. Wasn't that far away from the top right-hand corner. Would have been a spectacular finish had it gone in. Well, he's won the header there again, Mika. And Vitikangas had to be alert to the danger. Puts his foot through that one, and it just crosses the touchline in front of Jamal Ali. Forward by Harley Orr. Looking for Mika. And it's escorted over the line by Chris Dibb. Dibb doing just enough. Well, he does play in defence. Chris Dibby's equal top goal scorer this season for the Saints with 2. Equal with Jason Hart. Just the 9 goals scored so far in 16 games going into this match. Up the field by Dib, and it hangs in the air. It's allowed to bounce. Up the field by Maricic. Bernarda's got the speed to keep this one in and run at his opponent. Diego gets around him, almost. Diego got the foot in there, and a good bit of play to recover and block the cross by Diego Miranda. Ciudad Real operating at a right back today, replacing Marco Bagaric. So another corner for the Thunder. Ali Suleimani aims in at that near post, and Yungo Kim was there to try and block the danger. Back to Suleimani, floats it in into a dangerous area. And, well, I don't know how that ball stayed out, but now it's in. There's the finish by Watson. Gets his 4th of the season for the Thunder. And the big New Zealander just bouncing around in the 6-yard box. And it was only a matter of time until someone put that ball away. And it's the best possible start for the Thunder. Hamish Watson from close range. You just can't give a striker of that quality that kind of space and time in the 6-yard box. Well, the first goal is all important in matches such as this. The Saints really need to find some confidence. And that's not what they wanted. But this side in red and black, no shortage of confidence for them in their current form. Going for 6 games unbeaten today. Monek trying to drive the Saints forward out of defence. Ali with the throw. Just taking his time before launching it forward. Away by Chris Dibb. Although it goes straight up and down. Free header by Maricic. Boss knocked it down. He might get it back. This little wall pass off Hart. Hart to Diego. First time pass. Murray trying to get there first, but good bit of work by Mehmeti, who's been busy early in this one. The Dandenong Thunder left back. Kim receives the throw from Diego. And Bernarda getting back to do his share of defensive work. The Argentinian with the socks right up above the kneecaps, a la something like you would see from Thierry Henry back in the day. Hello to Nate. I hope you're not experiencing too many issues with the vision. If there is a situation, it might be a dodgy internet connection here at St Albans this afternoon. Harley Orr. Maricic looking for that diagonal ball to Bernarda once again. Bernarda applauds the idea. Mehmeti's ball forward. It's repelled by Dibb. Brozia goes back to Vidakangas. Trying to guide his pass was VIC Angus, but only succeeds in kicking it into the Thunder's technical area. And Mehmeti gets us going again with the throw. Diego looking for Hart. Still he goes. Jason Hart running through the centre of Churchill Reserve. Hart, still he goes. And, well, his pass was easily intercepted by Maricic, who puts it on the roof of the Dynamo stand, which almost poetically bounces it back onto the field of play. Certainly no play on off the stand at this level, though, allowed. Ball forward, Brozia goes to ground. Ali comes away on the charge, beats one and then another. And lets it run through to Dib. Brozia's touch. Maricic forward again. Mehmeti. Bernarda now. Great first touch, comes inside. Run into Yungo Kim and earns himself a free kick in a handy position for the Thunder, who, as we say, fancied themselves from the set piece. The likes of Hamish Watson and Thomas Maricic, who you have to say is a big unit. Mehmeti's ball, it's a slices across it, that far post. It's the cross from Watson. Bernarda hangs in the air. Made good connection on that header. Well, it was the goal scorer almost turning provider there, who gives the thumbs up to Bernarda, who again applauds and encouragement from him. He's really playing with a smile on his face at the moment, is Noel Bernarda. VIC Angus plays it forward. Ali's touch. Suleimani. If you've just joined us, the goal scorer is Hamish Watson for the Thunder. So we've gone over 21 minutes now. Bit of possession for the Thunder as Harley Orr plays it forward. Wilk stepped out of the defensive line to read it best. Now a chance. Well, the pass from Hart, the idea was right. He couldn't quite find Jammer Boss. And here's Boss now, looking to beat his opponent. He finds Murray. And Mehmeti does well again there. Well, shout out to Nate. Glad you're enjoying the call. Murray's touch. Dynamic play, but not quite effective enough. Jammer Boss, who's working well, playing as a second striker, just sitting behind Jason Hart. This is enterprising play now. Mika out wide to Bernardo, who likes these situations. Good block by Diego. Bernardo still on the ball. Support from Murray. And Lazaros Pantelides indicates a throw in for the Saints, who are pinned back deep in their defensive half. Diego launches that one high into the sky. Ali and Brozia compete for it. Ashcroft. Murray. Diagonal ball. Jammer Boss. Can he beat his man here? Still he goes, Boss. Checks back. Ball inside, looking for Brozia. Good touch there by Mika. And he can receive the 1-2 there almost, but well read by Dib, who came out to smother the attack. Baricevic's ball forward, combining with Brozia. Monek now. Well, Yungo Kim was a bit too casual there, but it still comes off for the Saints. Jammer Boss, Murray, back inside for Yungo Kim. Murray might be offside there, but ball eluded him anyway, so it won't matter. Well, we're up to the final day of NAIDOC week this week with the Hill Country theme in place, and Keegan Sheridan, who has an Indigenous background and he's playing today in the centre of the defence for the Dandenong Thunder. It's a great piece on the Dandenong Thunder Facebook page. If you've got the chance at halftime, have a little read of that one. As we'll just stop because Watson's on the charge here again. Diego upfield, Jammer Boss. Switch was by Orr. Ali. The Thunder looking to really pull the strings now. Diagonal ball forward, it hangs in the air. Suleimani and Monek went to ground and got back up to his feet and cleared that one away. Hart locks it in with the first touch. First time by Boss. And just getting the numbers back there where the Thunder and Ali can come away. And good communication, Vitikangas, making sure that he and Jordan Wilkes are on the same page. As we were saying about Keegan Sheridan, has a proud Indigenous history in his family. He hails from the Gunnedah region in northern New South Wales. I'll say get over to the Dandenong Thunder Facebook page and have a read about his story. Very insightful piece. Had a read of last night. Good ambassador for Indigenous football here in Melbourne these days is Keegan Sheridan. And here he is on the ball now. He played the diagonal pass for Bernarda, the live wire, fakes the cross and comes back. Good on both feet, you can see there. Mehmeti, Bernarda, diagonal ball in behind for Mika, gets to the byline and floats it across. Watson will get there first. Joe Monek did exceptionally well. Sime Brozia, bit of space for him, and Monek is still charging down the left. Monek floats it across and a chance for Hart, diving header! And it's the first chance on target by the Saints. Joey Monek floated in. A delightful cross. And Jason Hart couldn't generate the speed required to threaten Francis Suwali. But Kruni Razov and the Saints should take that and add to their confidence from that moment. No free kick given there. Mika's in shock that it hasn't been given. And it's up the field by Sheridan. We can see, as we were saying, Kruni Razov, he's up on his feet, he's applauding, he's encouraging, he's trying to instill some self-belief in these St Albans players. Diego's throw. Murray can't control it. Mehmeti. As the wind picks up here again. Murray, little pocket of space there. Hart's first time pass, didn't have enough on it. Bernardo was looking for his teammate Suleimani, who drifted from the right to the left, and looks like those two wingers are going to switch sides for the moment. Well, in fact, Watson's gone out to wide right, and Noel Bernardo has slotted into the number 9 position, with Ali Suleimani operating down the left. So a planned move perhaps there by Sam Almazis, rotating the front three on the half-hour mark in this one. Anyway, 1 goal to the good they still are. Hamish Watson with the finish from close range. And the travelling fans, if it's not obvious on the broadcast, the travelling fans are well outnumbering the spectators here to see the home side this afternoon. So they say football, it's a good game when you're winning, and the Thunder, they are going as good as just about anyone in NPL Victoria just in the last month or so. Mehmeti's set piece, floats it in away by Yungo Kim. Touched by Jama Boss, and Hart now looking to get it out to that right-hand side, but they can't quite retain possession. Bernarda in front of Murray. Suleimani. Ashcroft, the skipper, tries to thread that ball through the Saints back four. Yoongo Kim. Time for Wilkes. Flicked on by Hart. Well read by Maricic. Mika now. Sheridan to Mehmeti. In the corner looking for Suleimani. Well read by Wilkes. And the ball's been given away here. Watson on the charge. He blasted that like an absolute rocket, but it was straight at Vitikangas, who put his hands up almost more for self-preservation. It was good enough to make the save from fairly close range. Not a lot of reaction time there. If they had been a metre or so either side, that might have been 2-0. You don't often see that when a shot is parried away going out for a throw. And now we've got an incident here. Jama Boss had the high boot, and he, not a lot of intent there, but Keegan Sheridan was put into a dangerous position, and he didn't appreciate that, and for good reason. The free kick to the Thunder. No card shown, so just the indirect free kick for the high boot. Mehmeti's ball. It's aimed at Watson. He nods it down and cleared by Monek. Free header by Maricic. Murray. Well, I think it's all handbags at 10 paces at the moment out there, but there's a little bit of interplay going on while the ball is still in play. A few of the Thunder players not happy about that high boot earlier by Jama Mohammed Boss. Unless Monek, he's been threatening coming from full back so far on those lung-busting runs that he makes. And he's won a free kick right in front of the VIP rooms. Good place to be up there too, behind glass, Moreau this afternoon. It's very windy out here. Not quite as icy as yesterday. And there's still a chill in the air. Looking forward to some warmer weather coming soon across Melbourne, we can only hope. It's Yoongo Kim with the delivery. Puts it at the back post, and the header was by Dib, and it's just over the top. Very hard to read that cross. Certainly the Dandenong Thunder defenders found it to be. It carried a little bit further with that strong breeze that's blowing towards the broadcast position from the far side, straight across the ground. And, well, Dib came pretty close there. So a couple of aerial attempts have been close for the Saints, but on the most part, they really haven't threatened Thomas Swale at all, who's only had to make the one save in this first half. Could there be more for the Thunder before halftime, though? This is Josh Mika. Dispossessed by Yoongo Kim. Now Brad Murray. Diego just slices that one. The Bronx cheers are aplenty from the red and black army on this side. That ball's actually gone out onto Fox Street as the spectators jump the fence to go and fetch it. Now Watson, can he smash this ball? Well, he smashed it all right, but he's only succeeded in smashing it into the advertising hoardings behind the goal. And we can report that that ball has been safely delivered back from Fox Street, back to the fourth official. Which was quite an effort by the spectator because he had to return it into such a stiff breeze. So still 1-0 here at Churchill Reserve. Hamish Watson with the goal from close range. Ball forward by Vitikangas. Brought down by Watson. Away by Dib. Headed by Orr. Brosier. Looking to craft something to Hart, who's popped up wide on the left. Combining with Brosier again. He went to ground there, Jason Hart, and he's won the free kick. Well, that's what the Saints have got to try and do. Find those little combinations, moving the ball into the final third. And if they can win some set pieces, perhaps the aerial threat is their best chance of getting on the score sheet, on the scoreboard before half time. Now, Yungo Kim standing over this one. Very deliberately takes 2 steps back and across and floats it to the back post. And Murray's there. Flag was up for offside against Brad Murray. And, hello again to Nate, who's still enjoying this match, but he's thinking that Hamish Watson could take time and just try and pick his spot a bit more. He's certainly trying to put a hole in the net with his shooting attempts so far in this one. Up the field by Suale. Bernardo was fouled in the aerial duel by Diego. And it'll be the Thunder's turn to try and create something from the set piece. This gusty breeze across the ground, the set piece it's really like putting the ball into a washing machine. Difficult to read the flight of it. It can be a problem for the defence. Mehmeti is over it. It's a decent ball. Vida Kangas comes out and puts the big jukes up and takes that one. Well, he's fouled there in the process of trying to distribute it out. So the wind is picking up again here late in the first half. Well, certainly not quite the onslaught that the Saints faced last week when they were already 3-0 down at halftime. They only find themselves 1-0 down so far, still in this one. And Watson's offside. Just coming back from the offside position. So you can see the signal there from the assistant referee. For the men with the flags today, Alex Nikolowski and Jackson Landy. And Wilkes is looking for options from the free kick, and he's just going to angle this one up towards the social rooms. Yungo Kim received the header from Hart. Brosier couldn't get past his opponent, which was Jamal Ali. Chance for the throw from Monek. Boss. Now Monek's cross. Murray was the only one in there. And it was cleared away quite well and repelled by that Thunder defence. And now Bernardo cuts inside. It's got Watson. Diagonal ball. Watson again, and Monek with a spectacular clearance, and it was much needed because Mika was on the charge at the far post. Good acrobatics and athleticism on show from Joseph Monek so far in this match. He's been one of the better players for the men in blue and white. As their manager, Kruni Razov, still paces around the technical area. Hands in pockets. Okay, in comes the corner, and it's still there. Shot from Ashcroft. He's got it again. Does Harry Ashcroft. A bit of a juggle and tries to play it over his head. Ali now. Lots of strapping on his left knee, Jamal Ali. Just changing direction. Heard a voice from Francis Suale. Watson, good use of the chest. Sheridan. Soleimani looking for Bernarda. He keeps his feet well. Now he goes to ground. No free kick. Still, he rides another challenge. And, well, there you go. Playing the whistle there. Harley Orr now out to Mehmeti. Mika. He's popping up on the left now. Inside for Ashcroft. Mehmeti. Mohamed Boss. A little bit of space for him. Well, he and Sime Brozio were kind of too close together, really. Watson. Ali. Just coming inside. He wants to get back onto his right foot. Or Ali with space. Kicks it straight into his opponent, Sime Brozia. Ali's throw. Angled at Watson. Mehmeti approaching. Hits it on the volley. Merson Mehmeti. He looked to have got a good piece of it from here, but it wasn't enough to trouble Vitikangas. Well, as the wind picks up, the long ball, it's always a threat that could happen. That one cleared the fence. Mehmeti's throw. Bernarda. Still he goes, Noel Bernarda. Monek's clearance, straight up and down. Attempted header by Kim. Gets it eventually. In fact, it was Diego. Baričević's pass back out to Diego. Using the full width of the pitch. Boss has not endeared himself to the Thunder fans after that high boot earlier. Monek's header. Baričević's ball. Well, there's no one at home there. So you could hear the expletives from Kuni Razov from here. And Suale taking his time, as is entitled to do so there. Pressure from Hart. Now it's Suale's turn to clear the ball and have it leave the touchline without any outfield players making contact. Monek's throw looked like he didn't have 2 feet on the ground when he took that one from here. Murray. Mehmeti mopping up behind his central defenders. Baričević. Kim. Well, interesting technique there by Hart. Doesn't come off. It's just a little bit forlorn as he gets back to his feet. Well, going around the grounds this afternoon, 3 games happening concurrently. And it's all the away sides doing the business so far. Avondale leading Eastern Lions, 1-0. Christian Trzeski with the goal. Bentley Green's a goal to the good at Heidelberg United. Of course, it's the Thunder maintaining their 1-goal lead here at Churchill Reserve as we approach half-time. As the spectators look ready to head into the bar inside. Fantastic place in there to shelter from these strong winds. Both myself and Adam behind the camera might need to head in there ourselves to have a break from this breeze. Now, chance here for Mika. He's right on the byline. Soleimani hangs that one. Angles towards that back post and it goes over the top. And there you have it. We're going to have 1 additional minute there as Noah Langerak holds the fourth official's board aloft. The fans in front of us willing one last charge for the Thunder in this final minute. Aerial duel in the centre of the park. Boss and Diego looking to charge past his man. Still he goes, Diego. Well, he keeps it in, but only to turn over possession. Mehmeti, cool as you like. Gets around Boss and switches the play. Suleimani out there looking to get around Monek. Still they go. What a great duel, those two. Watson now looking to take on Jordan Wilkes just with sheer power. Blasted by Ashcroft. Watson. Brozio, he's going to win the free kick. And that should just about do us for the first half. It's been an entertaining first 45. A lot of enterprising play by the visitors, the Dandenong Thunder. As you can see, they're just high on confidence at the moment in all areas of the field. Well, the Saints have made a couple of chances of their own, as we have the whistle there from Lazaros Pantelides, and the players go into the change rooms for a drink and a team talk to prepare for a big second 45. But at the moment here from Churchill Reserve, it is 1-0 to the Dandenong Thunder. The goal coming from Hamish Watson on 13 minutes. And that is the difference between these two sides. And we look forward to bringing you the second half here in around 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Go and put the kettle on. And we look forward to, hopefully, an exciting second 45 from Churchill Reserve. And we will join you again in 15 minutes. Thank you. Hello and welcome back to Churchill Reserve. Steve Curtin here with you for the second half of this round 20 match, Sunday afternoon football. Dandenong Thunder lead 1-0 over the host, the St Albans Saints. So much to play for the Saints. If they can get the points today, if they can come from behind, they will move out of the bottom two after that draw between fellow cellar dwellers Altona Magic and Dandenong City on Friday night. That match that finished in 1 goal apiece, but for the Thunder, a chance to leapfrog South Melbourne with a win here and move up to 8th place on the table after 17 games played. And it is round 20, but of course all of these clubs have still got a few games to complete from the short-term lockdown that took place late May, early June, as the Saints are having to defend already, as the Thunder looking to mount an early attack. I think another goal here would surely kill off any hopes that the Saints have. So I'm sure the words at half-time from Sam Almazi would have been to get out there and get that second goal. Don't waste any time. Might even be a chance to boost their goal difference, which is quite healthy so far for the Thunder, at least in terms of clubs around their place on the table. And they've got a chance from the corner kick here. As I was saying in the first half, the wind here is super strong, blowing across the pitch, so it's going to be Mercer Mehmeti taking this one into the breeze, so it's going to hang up in the air for whoever can attack it the best with the most gusto. Mehmeti's corner, well, he floated in too low there, and Kim made the clearance right over here towards our camera position. You can see Adam there giving us the best shots. He's behind the camera this afternoon, so that you can enjoy the best of the action from NPL Victoria, Sunday afternoon football. 3 games happening concurrently. We've got one a little later as well after this. At 5 o'clock you can switch over to Port Melbourne against Hume City. Live from JL Murphy Reserve under lights. Unusual venue to host on a Sunday evening, but such is the nature of all these cup games taking place midweek that there's been a few fixtures shuffled around. So both of those sides were in action during the week in the cup, both getting through to the national round of 32. Monek's ball forward, Baricevic's touch, and it just runs out of play. Ali's throw. Mika just sees it over the line. Well, despite it being a home game for the Saints, the crowd here in attendance is certainly favouring the visitors who've made the long trip up here. See their side going for what would be a decent record of 6 games unbeaten. And at this stage, they're doing the business, unless St Albans can turn this around in the second half. Yungo Kim's ball forward towards Boss. Diego's pass. Couldn't find Brozia. Over the top here for Suleimani, trying to lock it in. Good defending by Dib. Got that ball away. Ali. Inside, Mika. Solid contact. No foul given. Mika's still down. Ball from the far side. Bernarda's header. And Watson had the chance there. He angled it at the corner, but just didn't have the pace to deceive Vidikangas, who plays his ball forward, and eventually it's put out of play because we've still got a man down, which is Josh Mika. Just try and catch a replay of that one. It was a late coming together of players. Well, we'll have to see what happens here because first and foremost, we hope that Josh Meeker is okay. He's still down. And Nate in the comments, once again on the money. We certainly need an extra jacket or two each. And I have got the gloves on at the moment. As Adam and I are doing our best to keep warm from the commentary position. Now, the good news here is Josh Meeker is back on his feet and he's having a bit of a sip of water as he comes to the touchline. It's a bit of a forlorn shake of the head. Now, Monek's throw. And now it's Monek's turn to endure the boos of the visiting fans after being involved in that coming together. And Dibbs' pass is gone completely off the park. Headed by Wilkes. Forward header was by Ashcroft. Bernardo on the charge is running out of time, running out of space and time. Diego combining with Yungo Kim, and he's going to give away the foul there, is he? No, in fact, no foul given. So the Saints getting the rub of the green at the moment. Well, that might have been a foul on Mohammed Boss, but he doesn't get the foul either. So Lazaros Pantelides letting things go early in the second half. So if you just join us in the second half, it is 1-0. The goal was scored by Hamish Watson on 13 minutes. And that's the difference between the two sides at the moment. Bernarda having a scrap. Wins the throw. And you can see there the flags and the drums. That's not the home fans, that's the travelling fans. Which is a fair commitment too, because not the shortest trip from the southeast to the northwest of Melbourne. The sprawling metropolis that it is these days. And hello to Brenton Ray in the comments. He's got a New South Wales Victoria border alert. If you want to know more about that, have a look in the comments on the Facebook. Thank you, Brenton. Always one to break the news. He's been on fire lately. Bernardo, another man who's been on fire lately. Forward to Mika. He's back up on his feet. Low ball in. May have been contact there on Maricic. Went to ground, did the big centre half. But given that Lazaros Pantelides hasn't paid any infringements for a while, it was going to be a dry argument to win a penalty from that situation. Now Mehmeti looking to find a target with a throw. Flicked on by Maricic, who's come forward from central defence, and up the field by Dibb. Well, he needed to try and find Hart and try and expose the Thunder defence. It would have been a 2-on-1 if Hart could have got on the ball, but he couldn't in this occasion. Now Vidakangas looking to launch it. Long once again. Over the head of Brosier, and the header was by Jamal Ali. It goes over the fence. Monek's throw. Up in the air by Maricic. Watson and Dibb duel. Watson uses his size and strength. Over the top. This is Mika. And good defending again. The number 40 cutting across there from fullback on the far side. Diego. The only change out of either side from last weekend. Diego coming in to replace Marco Bagaric, who'd been an ever-present so far this season for the Saints. Now once again it'll be the left footer of Merson Mehmeti. Puts it into a dangerous spot and it hangs in the air. Watson was there, still there for the Thunder if they can get something on it, but Wilkes was well placed and executed the defensive clearance expertly. Another corner for the Thunder. Hello to Brent Ray, who's given us news of a goal in that Avondale match. Stefan Valentini makes it 2-0. Courtesy of a through ball from Joey Katavian. Well, the Avengers are certainly one of the teams on fire at the moment. Corner by Suleimani. The header by Orr. It's bouncing around in the 6-yard box again. No one can put it away. On the turn was Maricic. No contact on the ball though. And the outlet ball goes to Hart. And he's up against it though. The pace of Ali is too much. Jamal Ali inside. Mika's ball. Ali on the follow-up, and he can't quite find the bottom corner, but a great attack by the Thunder. Hart dropping deeper. Ball goes over the head of Yungo Kim. Mehmeti looking for Suleimani. He's looking dangerous at the moment. Wilkes got an important foot in. And here's the skipper, Harry Ashcroft. Watson now with the back heel, turning on the style of the Thunder. Watson trying to audition as a winger. The big centre forward. Monek's clearance. Brozia, he's going to win the free kick there. Well, I thought it was a free, and so did the linesman. Lazaros Pantelides was going to allow a play on. You could see from our commentary position that Sime Brozia had been clipped as he turned and done enough to win that free kick there, and eventually the correct decision is made. So the Saints, they're very pinned back in their own half in the last 10 minutes. They've had Jason Hart as that sole man sitting up front to receive the long outlet ball, but they haven't been able to make the combinations necessary to progress the ball up the park. As Vidikangas looks puzzled as to where to kick this ball to. Gives it a good whack up the field again. Hart flew the highest, did the shorter man, won the header. It's a decent effort. Suleimani, can he keep it in? He does. Mika over the top. Brozia. And the big clearance there. Hangs in the sky. Hasn't come down yet. There it is. Maricic putting his foot through that one. If in doubt, kick it out, as they say. So around the grounds again, Eastern Lions nil, Avondale 2. That's on 59 minutes. On 52 minutes, it's Heidelberg United nil, Bentley Greens 1. Now the Saints, they've got the ball forward. Can they execute a good throw-in routine here through Joseph Monek? He was looking for Brozia, and out comes the clearance. And again, we've seen a lot of play on this near side to the camera this afternoon. There's a couple of extra fans come into the park. Using a different entry point to what I used on the entry this afternoon. We're headed by Wilkes. Monek brings it down well. He's got Ashcroft to beat, and Ashcroft wins the throw. Does the former Finn Harps man. Recently celebrated his 26th birthday. He's been in form in the heart of midfield for the Thunder. Probably wouldn't say he's been tested today as much as he has been in previous weeks. Mika's header, Suleimani, bounces off Wilkes, up in the air by Monek. And the header was by Sheridan. It goes up in the air as well. Brosier. And now Boss with the touch. And it's successful. He finds Murray, who just nutmegs his opponent. And you can hear Sam Almazi. He's been very calm all afternoon, just raising his voice in the Thunder dugout, which is right in front of our commentary position at the moment. I feel like you'd like to see just a little bit more end product from his side. They've done a lot right today. They lead 1-0. This is Mika. Mika out wide on the right. Well, he looked across, but he didn't really have the space to do so, and Kim blocks that one out for a throw. Mika just receives that one in space in the area. Suleimani. And Brosier just knocked that one against Ali, and then Mika will take the resulting throw up towards Boss. Jama Boss on the turn. Maricic, there's no way that Boss is going to be able to push him out of the way. Dib plays it forward. Suleimani wins the throw. Hello to one of our regulars in the comments, Cash Johnny. Looking for a bit of pub rules this afternoon. It's probably a good sort of day for pub rules if we were to play that. Yungo Kim up the field. Mika, it was a deft touch to Ali. Ali's going to look to get to the byline here. Still he goes, Ali. He's got Baricevic to beat. Baricevic stands his ground. So you can see a few of the St Albans subs just going through some warm-up routines. Right near the corner there. We haven't seen any changes yet. Throw goes into the 6-yard box, headed by Dib. All the way out, smacked on the volley by Orr. It's off target. And he manages to smile after that one too as he jogs back to his position. Does Harley Orr. He's playing a very deep lying position. He's dropped right back between the two centre halves just at the moment. And then he'll come step out of it and challenge for this ball. Back on it again is Orr. Brosier goes to ground, gets up again, and Orr gets in with a strong challenge. No holes barred out there. Baricevic helping Brosier back to his feet. Dib plays it long. Maricic looks favoured to get it. As the sun peeks through the clouds to warm up the spectators on this broadcast side. So we wait for Ali to take this throw right in front of the St Albans technical area. Flicked on. Up in the air. Hart rose highest. Again, despite his height disadvantage in the air with Maricic, but he was offside. And, well, he's had to work pretty hard up front. Isolated at times, and he's just stretching out the calf there. Yep. Giving it a bit of a rub. As he hobbles on. The options on the bench for Kruni Razov this afternoon: Ivan Razumich, David Sims, Dimitrios Paraskos, and Jason Zero. And of course the sub-keeper, Chris Kusnor. Off the chest by Ashcroft. Sliding in to good effect as well there too. Ashcroft now looking to pick his pass as he surges forward. Plays the pass and keeps moving. Wilkes getting in there, winning the ball. There's no Saints player there. Just Noel Bernarda. Mehmeti. In fact, it was Sheridan. Or gets it forward quickly to Bernarda. Well, it looked good off the boot and it just ran too long. Once again, Bernarda, applause and encouragement for his teammate. for the intention. Or again, mopping up everything at the base of midfield at the moment is the Dandenong number 8, Harley Orr, having an excellent match. Mika. A very important interception by Monek, and now he can counter. He decides to go himself because he can't see a lot ahead of him. Yoongo Kim. And Maricic read that so well, just stepped out of the defensive line and picked the ball up and then sprayed it out to Bernarda. Brings it down perfectly on the chest. Finds Watson, who's out wide on the left. He's got Wilkes to beat. And Boss inside Bernarda. And Watson on the strike. It's a nice little half volley for Vidikangas to pick up and make the clearance. Bit of urgency happening now for the Saints, getting the ball forward quickly. And they win the throw here, and Krunirazov says, hey, come on, let's get forward, guys. We've got a chance here. If they can manage to get a point, they will equal the other two sides in the bottom three on 11. At the moment, they are rock bottom. Dib now. Over the top, and there's no one at home. Sam Almazi really finding voice now. He can sense that the Thunder need to step it up a notch. Monek. Ashcroft clears the danger. Wilkes was clattered into by Watson. Not for the faint of heart out there. Well, Christopher Dibb came in to fly the flag for Wilkes. It's a brave bit of play by Wilkes. He knew he was going to cop it. Well, now the card comes out for Dibb. And I fancy Wilkes go into the book too. As Watson is proving an antagonistic force. We've got players coming in to try and sort this out. And fortunately, nothing spills over too much more than that. There's a lot at stake out there, as you can see. So it was Watson and Dibb in the heart of the action, and we've seen the yellow card being shown now to Dibb and Wilkes for the retaliation there. And at the moment, it's Watson who's all smiles because he's the goal scorer, the only goal scorer in this match. Now, set piece opportunity for the Thunder. It's Suleimani. Hangs it in at the front of the 6-yard box, and it's allowed to bounce. It's repelled by that defence, and now Jumma Boss is on the charge. Here he goes, Boss, and good bit of defending. Jamal Ali. He was in a really dangerous situation there, which would surely test the nerves of even the most competent defender, but Jamal Ali passed that test with flying colours. Well, Cash Johnny seems to think that it's time for St Albans to bring on some big units on there to show a bit of physical presence against the likes of Hamish Watson. Well, I'm looking at the subs bench, and there's no one who I'd describe as an absolute tank there to bring on. I think there's a few people in the crowd maybe that we could describe as that. Murray now. St Albans have the chance to get the ball into the penalty area as Yoongo Kim floats it in. Good clearance and smashed by Murray. It wasn't far away. Francis Suale had made the punch And Murray's eyes lit up there when the ball just bounced in front of him to volley goalward. It was aiming at that top left corner. Well, it's a real wake-up call for the Dandenong Thunder, who feel that they're probably a few goals better than the St Albans side, but at the moment, this game is really in the balance. You can see how fragile their lead looks in moments like that. Free headed by Brosier, and Boss plays the ball forward. You can see the pace there from Jason Hart. It really closed quickly on Thomas Maricic. So active supporters on the far side looking to kick into gear to try and encourage their team. Brosier. Good interception by Josh Meeker. Gets the ball going forward to the pacey Bernarda. Can he get around Diego? Bernarda, still he goes. On to the right. Dib with the important touch to take it away from Watson. Monek, big challenge in the centre of the park. Won easily though by Orr. Bernarda, still he goes. Noel Bernarda, is this the moment for Bernarda? Wilkes is on the floor. And Dib uses his chest to keep that one out. This game's gone up a notch now. Watson using his body, so confident doing that. Bernarda. Wow, it's like a roving maul out there. There's players just chasing after the ball in scrums. It's almost like a bit of the old under 8s, under 9 sort of stuff. Temporarily at least. Now Mika in some space. Well, he's got 2 blue shirts to beat. And Diego comes away with the ball, and we've got Murray's gone to ground behind the play, and there's a yellow card coming out for Mika. So the yellow card's starting to mount for both sides now. I hope that we can end the match with 11 players, still the full complement on each side. And we will see that first change now of the afternoon. It's going to be Kruni Razov going to the bench, and it's going to be an early mark for Sime Brosier. And the player coming on is the midfielder David Sims. So Cash John will be disappointed to see they actually lost height in that one. Maybe Sims has a tad more stockiness than Brosier perhaps though. Ball forward, Boss. Gets it under control. Another chance of Boss. Charging down the right. And it's blocked by that wall of red and black. Jordan Wilkes. Ali. Hart's gone to ground. Monek now in a more advanced role. Maricic wins that one. And Mika now looking to find Ali. Suleimani. And Mika hurdled the sliding challenge from Boricevic. No free kick given. No contact made. And it will be the substitute taking the throw. David Sims. Looks like he's slotting in at left back and allowing Joe Monek to move up to a role on the left flank in the advanced position to try and support the attack. So not a bad move. He's a bit of a live wire, Joey Monek. He's been one of the better players for the Saints today. Suleimani. It's going to hang in the air, and Joe Hammer was the call from the sidelines, but Watson couldn't get there, and Bernarda fancies his chances from distance. Vidakangas gives it all he's got up the park. Hart trying to win the aerial duel. Maricic wins the header on the bounce, but the free kick had been given already. Infringement by Orr, as indicated by Lazaros Pantelides, and the free kick inside their attacking half for the Saints. Blasted. Wow, we didn't see that coming. Just awaiting Yungo Kim to just to float that one in. Decided to whack it and only succeeded in hitting the netting behind the goal. Swale's long clearance. It's flicked on by Banana and then Watson, and now Mika's ball forward. Flags up for offside. Vidikangas launches it forward. Strong header by Maricic. Josh Mika on the charge. Foot race here. And Baricevic sends Mika to ground. There wasn't a heap in it, but enough to win the free kick. The assistant referee had flagged for it. At the same time, Lazaros Pantelidis had blown his whistle. So, chance for the Thunder for the free kick near the byline. Midway through the second half. Just having a temporary problem with our replay screen. Remember, if you're enjoying the match and want to catch a replay, just give a little double tap to the left-hand side of your screen and you can move the footage back in 10-second increments to the amount of your choice if you're using YouTube. So a chance for Mercer Mehmeti from the set piece. Hangs it into the back post, and is it over the line? It just won't go in for the Thunder. How did that stay out? It's a double chance. And high fives from Jordan Wilkes and co in defence. Managing to keep that one out, and in doing so, keep their team in the game. Okay, corner for the Thunder. In by Suleimani. And it's cleared away by Baricevic and hit on the volley. Had a bit of purpose on it too by Mehmeti. Bernarda with the back heel. Comes off Murray. Mehmeti will be able to take the throw. Right in front of the social section of the ground there. The Vukovar bar was very, very busy at half time. Inside those doors there. Bernarda goes to ground. Not enough to draw a penalty though. Mika. Bernarda. Dib gets the touch, and Vidikangas avoids the ball going behind for a corner. And launches it forward again. Well, it's just going to go out. And Jason Hart has ran into the dugout at a rate of knots there, and we hope he's okay. I'm not sure how it appeared on your shot at home, but it looked like something you would see in an old Warner Brothers cartoon. But he's made of strong stuff. He's bounced back up. He is holding his wrist. Now, his afters here because Wilkes has gone in on the ball, and Watson with the follow through. And Wilkes has had enough of that. The protests continue from Dib and Wilkes. Well, the free kick will be the only punishment given. Once again, Jordan Wilkes showing his bravery going in for that ball when he knew the contact was coming from the bigger man in Watson. Okay, it's going to be the set piece for the Saints. Long ball forward. In by Monek. It's well away by Maricic. Sims plays it into the corner, and Hart, who's bounced back from his collision with the dugout, and that one hung in the air and was very well judged by Francis Suale, who has had a quiet afternoon, but he has to maintain all of his concentration in the final minutes of this half while the score still remains at just 1-0. Suleimani looking to bring the ball under control. Monek gets the touch. Yungo Kim in the centre of the park. Monek still on the charge. Maricic is across to try and provide the defensive work, but he lets Monek get through, and great work by Joey Monek. He's won the free kick just outside the corner of the penalty box. And the chat has continued. You fancy here from Wilkes and Dibb. Perhaps Bernarda is going to be had a quick word to as well. And he gets a thumbs up from Lazaros Pantelides. So, free kick here is a promising position. Now the reason for that chat was Bernarda's got a little bit of blood coming from his right nostril, and he's just plugged it up with a bit of tissue paper. But Sam Almazi is not impressed at all, to put it mildly. That's what I've just heard him say there. And I've now got to defend this set piece with just 10 men on the field, because Bernarda is getting the elephant man treatment from the physios here. It hangs in the 6-yard box, and it's put behind by Thomas Maricic. And when you next see Bernarda on camera, he will have the full bandage right around the head. So not messing about. They want to get him back out there as quick as they can. And that is an interesting look. Not sure if that bandage will stay on now. The corner comes in. Murray flew for it, couldn't make contact. Hart will try and keep this in. St Albans is all action man. Gets the cross in, away by Maricic, and volley by Monek. And the clearance was by Sheridan. Baricevic, he can't keep hold of the ball. And now Suleimani's on the charge. Out wide is Watson. He looks for Bernarda. The bandage man brings down the chest. Bernarda! It was Jason Hart, of all people, getting back to do the defensive work. He really is some sort of action man now. Great ball in behind here. It's Jama Boss. He's in the area. He's got Murray in support, and he just can't quite find him. Again, it's a good defensive team that the Thunder put together in that back four. It's just covering all options. Now Bernarda, the bandage one. And Wilkes with a spectacular clearance. Now we have got our live stream back. Keep those comments coming in. Let us know who's been your player of the match. I'd love to hear it. Sam Almazi offering encouragement to all of his players. He's yet to go to the subs bench this afternoon. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, Ali Suleimani with the corner kick. Punched away by Vidikangas. Good distance on the punch too. Hart's going to get to this ball first, but his header didn't have enough legs, and it went to Ali. Ball forward by Mika, who goes to ground. It looked accidental, but Ali's got to the byline here, and he can cut it back for Watson, who should have doubled his tally for the afternoon, but he put that one not only over the bar, but also over the fencing behind the goal. Well, the Thunder just can't kill this game off, and could have come back to bite them. A lot of chat going on out there between the players. Now got long shadows streaking across Churchill Reserve. Just a bit of late afternoon sun to warm us up here in the commentary position. Ball forward. Suleimani. Dibb got the foot in. Wilkes with the clearance. Mehmeti's ball forward. Bernardo on the chest. Bernardo shows a clean pair of heels to two St Albans players. And then it was Mika, and that required a lunging block by Wilkes, who gets up and gingerly hobbles away. Gets a pat on the head from Chris Dibb. Hello to Rod. Says, how many opportunities for the Thunder? Yeah, well, they should have killed it off by now. I've lost count of the chances. We'll see in the stats at full time when the graphic comes up. Suleimani's corner now. Aimed at the penalty spot. Maricic rose the highest. And his header was just skying over the bar. Even Thomas Maricic at, I would say, about 6'4.5", if not 6'5", couldn't direct that header down. Vidakangas, no surprises, he goes long once again. Forward by Baricevic and away by Maricic, and here's Watson. What can the Hammer do here? Plays it back to Ali. Looking for Mika, but well read by Chris Dibb. He has to endure the boos from the visiting fans. Over the top for Hart, who looks to be onside here, does Jason Hart. Keeps it in, and then the lunging tackle there by Maricic. Jama Boss, now Hart. We're going to see a double sub for the Saints in a minute. Last roll of the dice time for them. Boss and Hart's cross on the left foot. And hung in the air, and there's a bit of a coming together of players in the 6-yard box. In the shadows there of the gum tree behind the goal. Swallow should be in no rush to take this resulting free kick. So it looks like we're going to see introduction shortly. Demetrius Paraskos, the former Monero Panthers man of the NPL in the ACT, will be one of the players coming in. But Suleimani's going to try and keep this ball in. He's right in front of the corner flag, using all the field there. And they do win the throw to the Thunder. And the other player to come on looks to be the young 19-year-old Ivan Razumich from the youth program here at St Albans. And we'll see if that substitution will take place before the throw can be taken. It won't be. Ali's throw. Watson trying to win the corner. Doesn't succeed. Played it against Baricevic. And now Ali. And Suleimani was offside there. Right in front of the linesman. He wasn't going to miss that. And we will see those substitutions now. And it's going to be the end of the action for Diego Miranda, Ciudad Real, the Royal City. His time's up. And Yungo Kim, should I say, is the other player coming off. So Paraskos, he's going to sit on that right-hand side of defence, and with the number 10, Ivan Razumich, pushing forward. Try and create something. Good running by Mika. Well, almost moving too fast for his own feet there. He trod on the turf and nearly stumbled, but kept himself upright. First change of the afternoon for Sam Almazi. And Giuseppe Marafiotti enters the play, the former South Melbourne man. Jamal Ali with the throw. Aims it at the large frame of Watson, who fancies won a corner there. He has done. We've got reports that there's a third goal for Avondale with Yitte Towns hitting the crossbar before Valentini follows up. Thank you to Brenton for the around the grounds this afternoon. As we are about to go into stoppage time here at Churchill Reserve. Thunder leading by the narrowest of margins. Goal courtesy of Hamish Watson. It's a real scrap right in the quadrant of the corner. And there's a bit of problem here, as it could all boil over here. Mehmeti is down on the ground. There's a yellow card being shown to the substitute, David Sims, for his piece in that. Now, a lot of spectators hanging over the fence, asking for a bit. It's not helping either. It's a hostile scene here, and the voice of reason is Harley Orr, who says, hey guys, choice words, get back. We've got word of a goal for the Bentley Greens. Pierce Waring scoring from the spot. And it is very tense out there at the moment. Bernardo. And Watson, they're going to head to the corner flag here. Bernardo's just onside there. Knocks it against Baricevic and wins the corner in the sunshine of Churchill Reserve. The dying embers of this match. The Thunder, they're just about there. They'll find themselves moving up above South Melbourne, who they convincingly defeated last week. And they'll go on to 25 points. South on 24, having already played this weekend and having a 1-1 draw with Green Gully at Lakeside on Friday night. So say, in no hurry here are the Thunder, icing every last second of this match. Dibb with the back heel to get it out of the corner. And the travelling fans, it's party time now for them. Unless the Saints can get the ball forward, have one last attempt. Headed by Sims and away by Hart. It's up in the air by Orr. And again, that's just come down with ice on it from the sky. As Sims has taken this throw, there's a lot of feedback coming over the fence towards his direction. And we've got two balls on the field for the first time this afternoon. A bit of A-League bingo, and Watson doesn't want to kick that one off. He wants to do off his shoelaces. Not his first rodeo. Well, the fans here, the travelling fans, are in good spirits now. Flicked on by Mika. Watson. Mika again. He's been excellent this afternoon as Mika. Well, he's worn the one in the face for his troubles there, Mika. It's the ball to the face, not what he wanted. Over the top is a chance for Marafiotti, the substitute. And despite Marafiotti being in an attacking position, Lazaros Pantelidis has stopped play to just go and check on the condition of Josh Mika, who's down in pain, and it's a shame too. He's been excellent this afternoon. Not the first time he's gone down as well. He received a solid blow around the ribs earlier, and now he's copped one in the face. But his ability to run from midfield into the channels this afternoon has been exceptional. I'm sure he'll be getting some votes in the club best and fairest for his efforts this afternoon. We've got a red card as well to the Eastern Lions. And on that note, as full time has been blown by Lazaros Pantelides, and the Thunder come and mission complete for them. 1-0, courtesy of Hamish Watson's goal on the 13th minute early in this match, which seems an eternity ago. So much has transpired since then. The players have left it all out there, you have to say, this afternoon, and the fans have got full value for their money. And, well, to the victors go the spoils, and the Thunder, they move up the table. They leapfrog South Melbourne with that action. They go up into 8th place, and the finals tilt is there for the taking if they want it. They're unbeaten in 6 now, and for the St Albans Saints, well, they're rooted to the bottom on 10 points, but they are only 2 points off safety, as it were, at the moment, even factoring in their disappointing goal difference that they have. We look ahead to next week, where the St Albans Saints have got a chance to bounce back, where they're at home to South Melbourne here, same time next Sunday, followed by a difficult match against Hume City the following week, also here at Churchill Reserve on the Sunday. While Dandenong Thunder, they've got a chance to go 7 games undefeated when they go to ABD Stadium next Saturday evening to play Hume City. While the following week they've got a blockbuster match at George Andrews, Saturday night, 7 o'clock fixture in round 22. On the 24th of July, they will play Avondale. That should be a mouth-watering contest. Can't wait to see that one. Thank you for joining us this afternoon on NPL Victoria live streams. I've enjoyed it. We hope you have too. Now you can flick over to Port Melbourne versus Hume City, the 5 o'clock game to round out round 20 of NPL Victoria. Thank you again for joining us this afternoon. It's been great to have your company. My name is Steve Curtin. Adam behind the camera from Sportscast, giving you the best pictures. But for now, from Churchill Reserve, it's time to sign off, where it's the St Albans Saints 0, Dandenong Thunder 1. A good night from Churchill Reserve.